Hi everybody, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly forecast. My name is Terence Gardino. The week begins on Monday, July the 27th, and Mercury is going to be very much highlighted throughout the week. This means there's going to be a lot of conversations, a lot of decisions, a lot of curiosity, a lot of restlessness. This is all under the domain of Mercury. Mercury, when it gets a little overheated, can get nervous, can cause a lot of jittery nerves, keeps us from getting rested. That mind is going to be very stimulated. So exercising, breathing, meditation, this can help really calm and focus the mind. So what is going on? On Monday, Mercury is going to be in conflict with warrior Mars. Mercury to Mars can really heat up the mind, having us make impulsive decisions or get into some ego conflicts. Venus is also on Monday, the planet of relationships and love and harmony, but it's going to be in conflict with confusing, foggy Neptune. So there might be some disappointments with a close relationship that triggers the ego disputes. Sometimes with Venus and Neptune, Neptune is that evasive, denial, foggy energy. So you may be keeping a secret in a personal relationship, and there might start being some tension, arguments around it. Or you're discovering a secret, and that creates some arguments. But in the bigger picture, expansive Jupiter is in harmony with idealistic Neptune. Now, this has been going on for a few days and will go for another several days into this week. Overall, this can be a very idealistic time, a very compassionate time, a very charitable time. So that's where your philosophical outlook and looking at the bigger picture, it could be very hopeful and promising. But when it comes to this ego disputes with relationships, you might get caught up into some sparring. Tuesday, the moon, things are calming down. The moon represents the general public tone. And it's going to be in Scorpio. Scorpio is all or nothing, very intense, very passionate. But on Tuesday, the moon is quite favorable with generous, optimistic Jupiter, and also to inspiring, charitable Neptune. And lastly, later in the day, transformational Pluto. Moon in Scorpio, positive with Pluto, the ruling planet of Scorpio. An excellent day for studying, researching, having a counseling session, having an astrology reading. So Tuesday's a pretty good day. Wednesday, now the moon has shifted into outgoing, fiery Sagittarius. Sagittarius wants the adventure, wants sports, wants to travel, and it's going to be in harmony with fiery Sun in Leo. Leo's a fire sign, Sag is a fire sign, and when the sun and the moon are both in equal or similar elements like fire, earth, air, and water, there's a nice ease where everything just falls into place. So Tuesday's a good day, Wednesday's a good day. Thursday, the moon is still in Sagittarius, but now Mercury is going to interact with expansive Jupiter. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. Mercury is the lower mind, or deals more with details. Jupiter is the higher mind, or deals with the broad concepts of life. This Mercury-Jupiter is ideal for studying, traveling, or making optimistic long-range plans. And Mercury, while it's being influenced by expansive Jupiter, it's going to be very favorably influenced by inspiring Neptune. Mercury Neptune is great for being intuitive, compassionate, imaginative. So also Thursday can also feel very expansive and optimistic. Friday, now the moon has shifted into Capricorn. It's not making any aspects, so there's a relative calm overall. But Capricorn is like down to business. It's Friday. It's like, let's accomplish all our work tasks before the weekend gets in. Then Saturday, the moon still remaining in Capricorn is very pragmatic, accomplishing our goals. But now the Mercury is interacting with Pluto. Pluto, the ruler of the underworld. Pluto can rule psychology, astrology, the great mysteries of life. And that Mercury can be all this curiosity with studying, learning, research. Now, on a more negative, if you will, tone to Mercury Pluto, you can get caught up in these intense power struggles in conversation. In other words, if you find yourself trying to convince somebody that you're right and they're not hearing it, or somebody's trying to convince you you're wrong and they're right, if you're finding yourself getting caught up in an ego power struggle of, always remember, do you want to be right or do you want to be loved? And if you get caught up in this ego disputes with information and communication, pull away, because Mercury Pluto can be very favorable by yourself to go into studying, into research, into meditation. And then finally on Sunday, the sun is going to be shining its spotlight on rebellious, liberating Uranus. Good day to think out of the box, be progressive, idealistic, try something new. And at around 11, right after 11 a.m. Pacific time, the moon would have left Capricorn, being more conservative, and goes into quirky, adventurous Aquarius. And the sun Uranus is the planet that rules Aquarius. So Sunday, especially after 11 a.m. Pacific time, is just really wanting to try something all new, reinvent yourself, get out of any stuck, boring routines. And on a more mundane level, it's an excellent day for technology, or getting a new computer, learning new software. So before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for the one question offer for a nominal fee. You can find a direct link to order it in the description box below. Now, I want to thank you for watching. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, be safe and well.